What's happening, boy? This shit, boy, Big Keef, Big Truck, boy. You already know what's going on, man. Happy Monday. You know what I'm saying? You know, yesterday we took an L, man. You know, it wasn't a bad of a loss because we still ahead of the division. Sorry, ahead of the division here, but we're still ahead of the division. And if you don't know what I'm talking about these boy right here, Rise Up, all day. Anyway, so just a little background history on myself, you know. Now, as you know, or for those of you who don't know, we do have a nonprofit. We have a few nonprofits, you know, and they're all fall under our family. You know what I mean? So this in particular group that I'm working with, and where we are working at, you know, pretty goddamn good. But here's the thing. When you're running food concession, even though it would have been volunteer work, you still work off your tips. You feel what I'm saying? Another little history note. Back in maybe like the early 2000s, like 4 and maybe 5, 2004 and 5, because after that, you know, maybe like 2008 all the way to 13, I was a season ticket holder. And but a little bit before that, back in 2003 and 4, maybe 3, 4, and 5, I want to say, we had the nonprofit at the Georgia Dome. You know what I'm saying? Where back then we worked off tips. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's still volunteer work, you're volunteering to work the concessions. You know what I'm saying? For the Georgia Dome. You know, and on top of working the concessions, don't get me wrong, your nonprofit is still going to do what they're going to do ultimately. But as far as the guys that you got working with you and for you and shit, you know, when you allow your people to get their tips, that eases their little stress a little more, you know, even with it being nonprofit. See, me personally, say if I had an event that I'm doing and I'm require some volunteers for about 4 hours, I would pay their ass $50 just for volunteering, because technically you're just volunteering. You're not supposed to be getting paid. You're volunteering a check. I mean, not a check. I'm sorry, excuse me. You're volunteering your time. But that don't mean that I can't give you a tip, or I can't tip you for your services. You feel what I'm saying? That don't mean that I can't compensate you for helping our organization as a whole. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm one of those people that believe in, you know, tipping their folks. You know what I'm saying? Now, you might not understand it, because when you go to a restaurant, you tip according to the service. That's me. I tip according to the service. If I get great service, I'm going to tip you. I get terrible ass service, I'm not tipping you nothing. Why would I give you a tip for terrible service? You know. Now, a few things. When it comes to doing business, right, and volunteer work, right, now, it's certain stipulations that's set in place for a lot of businesses. Now, granted, all of them don't do the same business, but I'm also a firm believer in doing good business. If I do good business, then good business will come back to me, right? Now, with that being said, whenever you're dealing with the Mercedes-Benz now, and Truist Park, Phillips Arena, these places like that, you know, you would expect for your volunteers to at least make their tips. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, not only are you volunteering your time, but I care about you so much, I'm going to allow you guys to take your tips. You know what I'm saying? That makes this volunteer a little more easier, a little more happier. Shit, he went into it not expecting to make nothing, and here you got maybe $50 to $60 to tip. You know what I'm saying? So now that also solidifies my people. They know that I'm gonna pay them for even showing up. So they're gonna show up and show out. Meaning they're going to show up and hustle up that money, you know what I'm saying? Because they understand that the more beer they the more beer they sell, the more tip money they can make. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's built on love and respect. So you telling these people, your customers, hey, listen, I'm a nonprofit. We're a nonprofit. This is how we take care of our people. You understand? Our ultimate goal is to continue to do for the community. Guess what, man? Them folks are going to tip because they want to support you and you're a nonprofit. But my experiences with the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, good, but bad. And I'm going to tell you why. At one point, from my understanding, they were allowed to, receive tips. But, that the lines are blurred when they're dealing with money. You know what I'm saying? Because people do scumbag shit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of actually doing your job, you hustling the job on the back end. You know what I mean? Which turns into you stealing, ultimately. So let me just straighten something out and clear something up. He's in a bad position. Let me clear something up for y'all. Just because we speak about hustling doesn't mean we're talking about some illegal stuff. We're not talking about anything illegal. We're using the same tactics as you would being on the corner. So, for instance, anytime you watch the Wire or something like that, they spider bags, they hustle. They got something to sell, so they getting your attention and they're hustling. You see the water boys on the corner, they getting your attention and they hustling. Hey, I got water, Gatorade, woo. Yeah, you can set it there, it could sell itself, but what's a little encouragement? What's selling water without a little encouragement? You know what I'm saying? What's hustling without encouraging the person to come over there and buy from you? I'm telling you to come buy from me. When you hear me, cold beer, woo. First of all, you wondering where that shit coming from. When you look around, you see this big old bald head dude, you know what I'm saying? Got the coldest beer on earth over here. And he got a cool line. Everybody leaving out of that line, smiling, having a great time like he been knowing them for years. And he just met them. And already, within that 3 minutes, within that 30 seconds, they in and out, but they remember me. And guess what they say? Oh man, I'm gonna come back every time and I'm gonna come shop with you. Well, here's the thing. The Mercedes-Benz don't allow tips. They don't allow tips. Again, with those blurred lines, because you have so many dishonest people out here, they find a way to hustle beer on the low. You know what I'm saying? That's foul. So at one point, they was able to do that. Allow the tips. Now, no, they're not allowing that no more. So that makes it kind of worth it and not worth it at the same time. And what I mean by not being worth it is if I go to Truist Park understands you are doing a service for us, but we're also providing you a platform as well for your nonprofit. But we love what you do, and supporting nonprofits is what we do. And not only with that being said, we're going to allow you to take your tips as well. So we do realize the harder you hustle for us with the beer or whatever, and the bigger the tips you get, those tips you can have. You know what I'm saying? So you take those tips, that $300-400, and bust it down with the motherfuckers that's there, your volunteers. There it is. You know what I'm saying? So now the next event, my volunteers are ready to go. Oh man, we finna get a check. You know, it ain't much, but shit, 3-4 hours. I wasn't gonna do nothing but sit around and do something stupid, smoke some gas, drink some liquor, argue with somebody on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. I'll do a little aggravated flexing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you get a little something for volunteering your time. You wasn't expecting to get nothing. Because again, the key word is volunteer. But me being me, and I know that, you can be doing something somewhere else, but you chose to volunteer your time here. Let me make it a little more easy and sweeter for you, my brother. They go fit for shopping. Not shopping. They go fit for even seeing my vision. and understanding my vision. And I understand that you may have something that you want to pay for at the crib, or you ain't really had at that time because you paid all you paid all your bills. And then little $50 might go a couple of days with you. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, hey man, I'd rather do that. I'd rather be that guy than, oh well, yeah, all the tips gonna go to the nonprofit, all the nonprofit shit. No, that's cool, bro. That's cool, but everybody's not always going to receive and see the vision as you see. And that's one thing I had to understand. That's like me going to Africa and implementing the American mindset in Africa. I'm essentially doing the same shit that these colonizers used on us. You know what I'm saying? In a way, it's like I'm perpetuating the bull crap. So I don't even want to do that. So if I can't do it without implementing my way of doing things here, then I'm not going to do it, period. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm coming off disrespectful. Whether I know or not, even if I may disagree, you can't use those same tactics. You just have to go about it a little differently where they can relate. They already can relate because you got that black skin. You know what I'm saying? So that's one. Two, give them a reason why they should be dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? Now, dealing with the Mercedes-Benz, the fact that we can't take the tips, hey man, just y'all extending the platform, just for y'all extending y'all help, or extending that, like I say, that a means for us to be able to utilize their platform to advertise our nonprofit. But then again, how the hell is that advertising my nonprofit when they don't even know I'm a nonprofit? They don't even know which nonprofit I am, so I can't advertise it. You know what I mean? And I can't wear a headband that says something foundation. You know what I'm saying? I got to wear y'all shit. Which that's cool. But if it's solely about the nonprofit, then how can I reach the people? I'm right in the people's face. I have a direct line to the people. Why can't I utilize that as well? That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? So personally, it's either take my services to another facility that's actually going to give us that platform as well, because they understand that how big their platform is and how major their platform is, they can also help us get to where we want to get to. And they're going to extend all the help that they possibly can to ensure that we become successful, as well as us extending everything that we have to make sure that they're successful. And not only food services, alcohol services, and customer services. Y'all are great. So one hand washes the other. You feel what I'm saying? And being that they are a big enough platform, they don't mind doing that for you guys. Because for one, they don't need the money. But you do. We don't need the publicity, but you do. You're a nonprofit. Why not? Why not put it on Front Street? You know what I'm saying? This is Front Street Enterprises, nonprofit. Over here hosting this cart, such and such, this food service, such. You know what I'm saying? You want to donate to these people, these how you donate to them, QR code. Something to help all the nonprofits. But then this is the problem that I see that they might have, is these other groups that might feel a certain kind of way because nobody's coming down there to deal with it. They start feeling their pockets get light. And to me, ain't that some crabs in the barrel shit? You know, so another thing with this food service thing, you know, dealing with these statements, be aware of the people that's around, because in some way, shape, or form, they're all into cahoots with each other. They are. They work together. They've been working with each other all week. That's their job. With all due respect, that's what they do for a living. So whenever you coming in shortstopping their program, that's like somebody shortstopping the trap. Shit, who you shortstopping gonna do something about it? They gonna either come at you and try to goddamn extort you. You know what I'm saying? Or they gonna put 12 on you, or they gonna put the robbing crew on you. You know what I'm saying? But you short-stopping their trap. Coming in, so they feeling like, who the hell this nigga think he is coming in here? Racking up all that tip money and don't want to give us no money. When we deserve this, how you didn't do no fucking work? What work did you put in? You wasn't on time. I had to get everything out of the mud when it came to this right here. Again, you didn't put in no goddamn work. You riding their clock. If I was them, I'll fire your ass. Straight up. See, when you do terrible business follow you. You feel what I'm saying? Now, the Mercedes-Benz is so big, they can't keep their eyes on everybody, so they put these different people in place to be able to, those are their eyes and ears, and they put people in place to watch them. You know what I'm saying? But when you got all these motherfuckers working together, it's shit that's been done under the management's nose, the upper management's nose. They don't know what the hell going on. So when I come in doing what I'm doing, bunking and, making these motherfuckers look like fools over here, seeing all the customers love on us, you know what I'm saying? And then they not getting a piece of the pie. They gonna put the hate in the system. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they not supposed to be having no tips. They not supposed to be doing this. They not supposed to be doing that. Bro, listen. You're gonna come across those types of people. My first mind was to check the situation. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do that in business. Yeah, that's not good business. So respectfully, you have to remove yourself from that situation all the way together. Now, will I go back into the Mercedes-Benz and volunteer again my services and my time? No. The reason being because I believe in helping my people as well. I don't just believe in giving you a platform and that's enough. No, because these people don't know what nonprofit I work for. These people don't know what our people do out here in these streets with this nonprofit. These people don't know what it takes. They don't know that. They just know that you here to do them a service. You know what I'm saying? But how dare you get a tip? I don't want to be in that business right now. I would want to do business with somebody that's going to actually look out for us as well. Like we do them. We look out for them, so we expect for them to look out for us. And hey, like I said, that's Truist Park, from what I've been hearing. Truist Park was a great place. They actually allow their volunteers to receive tips and to receive that type of love. I respect that. I do, because that goes a long way, man. That goes on whether you know it or not. You can be a nonprofit person and not even agree with this shit. But your problem is you're going to go through so many people that you're going to eventually start paying them out your pocket to try to keep them. When technically, this should be already implemented in the system. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to retain your people and keep them the way things work these days. These folks need this right here. They ain't moving off your mouthpiece. Some of them will. Some of them can see the vision. They can peep the vision. Even when they see it, they are still hungry, bro. Buying them some food ain't shit. That don't mean nothing. Take it from me, huh? No, son, that ain't it. But I would like a little of this. For me, just volunteering my time. If you want to talk about giving out something, cool. I am volunteering my time, and I respect it, and I'm not coming at you about no money. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that I'm not going to take it if it ain't given to me. Hey, man, listen, bro. The harder you work out here for this beer, man, selling this beer, the more the tips you get. You know what I'm saying? And just be respectful and be mindful and honest with these people. You want to make sure that they're coming back. You know what I mean? And once I implement what I'm telling them to do, implement the hustler's mentality on love and respect, then guess what? Once they see that $400, $500 tip day, and they bust that guy down the middle, you bring home about $100, guess what your mindset is now? Man, dog, I would nice to hear the such and such. They really like us, man. You know what I mean? They were tipping more, man. Bro, I'm breeding monsters. Now they coming in every Friday. Hey, cold beer, Miller Lite, Bud Light, Modelo, Corona, cold beer right here. They doing all that. And guess what them folks that came last week gonna say when they see them that time? Hey, man, boy, what's up, man? You know, yeah, bro. Let me get two Modelo, man, and he'll go the tip for you, big dog, cause I mess with you, man, to keep them on ice, bro. I'm gonna be right back with you. And I'm gonna still tip you, bro. Man, I had the same people tip 3 or 4 times every time they come bite, they tip. So, man, it's possible, baby. Because I'm leading with love and respect. You know, so I would rather be in a facility that's going to give me that same love and respect. You feel what I'm saying? That's going to allow us that room to continuously grow. And not just because we're on Front Street, because of y'all's bigger platform. I get that. I'm more attracted to the little services that's within that y'all provide us. Because guess what we're going to provide y'all with? Not just us running the concessions, but us being respectful, being honest, being loyal, and actually keeping our fans and our customers coming back. Feeling like they received a part of Atlanta in a great way. That great Southern hospitality that they heard about. They love that. That's what they thrive off of. They build off of that. So every time they come to the city, guess where they come at? They come right to the old section, bro. They come shop with you because, man, you were such a great person to them. You know, so I would rather want to be in a business with people like that I feel like that's, you know, just like me. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing against the Mercedes Dome or the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and there's nothing against Phillips Arena if that's what they're on. But I can't do business with you as a nonprofit because we're not allowed to take tips. And I don't want to make it seem like, oh, it's all about the money. Listen, man. And when you want to keep your people, in hindsight, it's about the money. Let's just keep it all the way from it. It's about the money. You know what I'm saying? We are providing a service for the community, yeah. But when I'm in that stadium, I'm really providing a service for you. The least you can do is let us keep our tips. That's the least you can do. Yeah. Oh well, you know this what the jackass gonna say. Well, they're giving you a blackboard. Okay. So with that hat and that shirt on, when you walk up, not knowing who the fuck I am, you walking up for the first time, are you gonna know what nonprofit I work for? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna ask those type of questions? Are you gonna, hey, I heard this is nonprofit. You know, the only ones that's gonna know that is the repeated people that come there or that's been there in that type of position or that go to games regularly in their cities so they understand what the concession does. You know what I'm saying? So no, I want to be able to give my people something. I want to be able to keep their mouth wet. I want to make sure that you coming back, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, I want to make sure that you coming back. And even if my folks decide to want to do their own thing with their nonprofit, guess where they're going to take the rules and the guidance from? Me. Because I led with love, respect, and loyalty, bro. I made fans feel like family. I made fans in the family, homie. Because this shit is about the relationships. You feel me? So that's where I'm at with it, man. You know what I mean? And we're going to continue to thrive as a nonprofit, man. And for you guys that want to donate and want to look at, man, that want to collab on something, man, y'all may have some more avenues or lanes in Atlanta or in other states that we can, jump into that you don't mind extending the olive branch or extending the bridge to, or a hand to, you know what I'm saying, to help another nonprofit get up, to do what we do for the community, man. And for our people as a whole, man. You know what I'm saying? Get at me, man. Blackwood314@gmail.com. On IG, Almighty_Keef. On IG, First Class Love and Care. On IG, First Class Love and Care. The number 1 ST class. First Class Love and Care. All one word. Facebook. Taylor Mitchell Foundation. Yeah, man. If you want to donate, please email me, man. Or, hit that inbox, man. Like I say, like and subscribe to the channel, man. We're trying to build a platform here to, just a platform of communication and conversations. So it ain't narrowed down to just one conversation. No, we're talking about everything, man. We're going to talk about everything. Because some way, somebody somewhere going through some shit that might not be the same as what these rappers go through, or the same as what the ordinary people go through, or what happened on TV the night before. Nah, man, you know, we're gonna talk about whatever. So, like I said, man, shout out to all the nonprofits, man, and all the big platforms and organizations that allow for the nonprofits to grow within inside. Respect and love to you. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no love lost with Arthur Blank and the Mercedes Benz. I feel like I had to take my talents somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? For somebody that appreciates us way more than what y'all are putting out. Way more than I know y'all can. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all lost some good people. Straight up. Some real honest hustlers, some real honest hard workers, some real honest good people, bro. You know, but you know, hey, shit, this big old world gonna keep turning, man. You know, days gonna turn into goddamn weeks, weeks turn into months, months turn into years. It is what it is. You know, but hey, shout out to everybody watching this video, man, and I appreciate you, man. I love you, man. I respect you. Hey, man, hold it down. Get at your boy, Big Keef. I'm out this thing, baby.